Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Uh, Alhamdulillah wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah yang mubad. First of all, let's ask for and praise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has bestowed blessing, happiness and grace on all of us. So that we can attend and participate in this event in trust to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the last messenger. The best figure of this universe, the person who is to save us from the Jahiliyyah era to the Islamic era, namely the religion of Islam that we love. Okay, uh, on this occasion, my friend and I would like to convey material on how to make a simple Kodular application called Talk to Me. And my friend Mawaldy Adha Majid, who made the application, the time is yours.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, and uh, first of all, thanks to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala who has been giving us some blessing and mercy, so we can live streaming today. And don't forget to praise and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam who has been giving us some blessing and mercies, for leading us from the darkness era to the lightness era. Okay, so I will be the material of you, and today we are gonna making an application called Kodular Quizer. In Kodular. So if you haven't know about Kodular yet, let me tell you about what is Kodular. So here you can install Kodular, and you'll be shown by the Kodular Home IO, and you can click that on the top here. Now let me tell you about what is Kodular. So Kodular is a website that can creating an apps without coding. If you know about Android Studio, you must like I know you're probably gonna coding on that software. So in Kodular is not. You can coding with drag and. So before you making the application, already log into the Kodular because Kodular need you after create an apps here. And if you're ready, there must be some blank if you haven't logged in yet or made any application from Kodular. So our project we're gonna make today is Talk to Me. If you ever heard about some assistant or any like Google, you may probably think why your voice can talk. So here I'm gonna talking how it is possible and how to make an apps like that. It's not for browsing, so basically it just turning your text to speech and speech to text. So it's simple because we don't have so many coding in here, and I believe it will not make you confused later because it's only a simple app that need to coding a simple too. Now here the example of the application that I have already made. Here we only have a simple UI, but if you want to modify, we could do it later in the end of a video or after this application. But here I'm gonna only showing about I'm only making about the function first. So here we have what we call this text box, and also we have two buttons over here that is for two simple function. So not a lot, but here in the blocks we don't need to coding like too many. I mean we only need to coding like this, and it's kind of simple and it's not really that hard. Now it depends how you are focused on this project. So let's start our project in Kodular first. So here, you're gonna be on the blank screen, or I mean blank Kodular page. Now in here, you just need to create a project here. You just need to click a project and give a project name. Now what do you want to give? For me, I'm gonna give the same talk to me, because I've already made the previous one, so I'm gonna give two on here. So like this, or maybe it's on yours. What do you want to give a project name? And after that, if you already fill the uh, name, now you can click next. And here you can give a app name. It's simple, just same like your project app name. I'm gonna use talk to me here. You don't need to be different to give a name in here, because it's not gonna affect about your any project. It's only affect on the name of the application. So but them, don't change. We're gonna go to the default. If you want to use like them, just use the like them. But if you want to use the dark them, use the dark them. But I'm here gonna use the default, and I'm in the dark them. So don't change any the minimum SDK level, because 5.0 is the perfect API or SDK. Don't go to the highest one like Android 10. Just stay in the Android 5. And for the package name, if you already seen like inside of the data of the application, there must be uh, typing with com dot your company and dot your app name. But here I'm gonna use talk to me. And if you're already done, you can change the primary color or the primary color dot or accent color. It depends on yours. If you want to change it, then change it. If you want to be looks better on the view, now and after that you can click finish here, and it will loading. And if you're already done to this page, first of all, what you need is change the preview here. In here we have Google Pixel 3, and we're gonna make the screen is more bigger, because not every phone are small, and Google Pixel 3 is a small phone, so we're gonna change it to the Samsung Galaxy S9, which was the big phone or big screen, as you can see here. Now what you will really need is go to the properties here, the screen one properties, and scroll down and uncheck that title visible, because we don't want to visit all this uh, title. But if you want to visible the title, it's okay. But I prefer not, because in apps today they are not gonna use that one again, because it's too old for now. And now we are gonna giving some a space here. So here we have a couple of uh, function here. So there's a lot of function. So before I adding some space, maybe should tell you more about what is the function of all of this button, because there's a lot of this button and you should know one by one. So if you want to modify, you will be know what should you do. And here we have a project, task, export, and help. In project, if you want to go to the previous project, just click my projects and we'll be back to the first page, uh, like the blank one. So if you want to create a new project, you can click new project. But if and also if you want to save your project, you can click save project. But I will not recommend, because this Kodular creator is auto save. So I recommended you to not press this one, because it's autosave. And we here we have a save checkpoint, so we can save in the last of checkpoint. And also we can delete the project, but we cannot because we are on the project right now. And also, if you want to share your coding or your project with your friend, you can click export selected project if you have more screen. But if you only have a screen, so you can click the export selected screen. And if you want to import your friend's coding or any coding, you can click the import one, and that's easy, right? And now we're gonna click the test. So what's inside the text test? So we have a connect to companion. So companion is an application to preview your own application in your phone, because in here we can preview the application from the web. So you need to preview it on your phone, and which is really not good, because every application doesn't need a phone, right? I mean, like, if you want to try the application, you shouldn't need this one. And if you want to connect to USB, if you want to test it from your phone, you can connect it from USB. And if your component is crashing, you can reset the connection and refresh the component screen. Okay, so let's moving on to the export here. We have two options here. You only can export from the Android app, that is the APK file. So if you want to download your own application, you can download it from APK, because your application it will not gonna be on the Play Store until you upload it. And you can also upload it as Android app bundle. And help, you can know about what Kodular and report any issues in this website. So let's move on to here. We have screen. Now if you want to adding some screen, you can do that by pressing add screen and giving the name, uh, and click create, and you have two screen. If you want to make another function with that, like if you press this button, you will be go to the about page. If you want to press this button, you will go to any page, and that's how screen is function. And if you want to copy the screen, you can copy it, and also you can remove it. And here we have a fewer option. Is we have a lot of devices like LG, and it's a small phone. We have Google Pixel like here like this. We have the Samsung Galaxy S9, the bigger phone one. We have the Galaxy Note 5, which is more smaller than S9, and old phone too. And also we have HTC Nexus 9, which is it's a tablet and it's not a phone. Also we have a Microsoft Surface 3, and it's a big tablet, and it's from Microsoft. So here the normal one will be go to the S9 because it's just a big screen one. And also here we have palette, which is component. Now there are a lot of component here, which is you can use or drag to the screen. It's a lot. Like you have user interface, you have a layout, and there's a lot of layout you can choose, and also a media, you can add something in here. And you have a drawing and animation, maps, sensor, social storage, and still a lot. Also, if you want to monetize, you can give monetization here and advertising or general. And we have also extension here if you want to add some of the feature that haven't released in the Kodular IO. You can use the extension here. And for the Lego, well, I don't know what is for. I haven't used the Lego one. It's a new feature. And we go move on to the properties. And in properties, you can see the all component here, which you add to the screen. Now I haven't add any component here, so there will be only one that is our screen here. And you see, we have a lot of properties here, like from the name of the screen, and you can change the color, or ligand, and background color, background image, close screen animation. We can change that too, but I'm not gonna do that. So open screen, screen orientation, and there are still a lot you can choose with this one. And that's my explanation about this Kodular. And let's start our coding right now. All right, we have here. Now, first of all, like I said before, we're gonna add space here. Now space and drag it to here and make it, or before of that, go to the screen and make the elegant to center. Yes, everything center. So it will make your space on the center. Oh, or maybe for the vertical one, you can go to the top because we are not gonna be on the middle. I prefer on the top, but if you want to use it as center, it's okay. But I prefer on the top. But for the other like an horizontal, you must give it to center. And now back to the space. I'm gonna give height about, let's try 5%. No, 15%. So it's too much. So I'm gonna give it to 10%. I like 10%. So you can give the height to 10%, and for the width, don't change that and stay in automatic. And yeah, after adding space, we need to add the new one. Like, let's go to the search text box here. You see text box here, and drag it to the under the space. Now we have the text box that are already set in the previous one, like this. Now we're gonna add this text box here and give it like uh, everything. Give it a width to be 70%. Now that's much bigger and it has the same uh, size. If you want to adding more size, just do by 80%. Oh, am I doing it like 70%? 70% is the right one, and you can do above 70. All right, so after that, don't change the height because good it's a good height. All right, and we should rename it. So when we coding the application, so can easily know or identify the coding itself, the component itself. So here we're gonna give a name that is called text box word. Let's go to the word. So and rename it. And now we are gonna give a space again, just by searching space again here, space, and give it some space. Yeah. And after that, I prefer here to change the height as 5%. Let's see. Yeah, it's fit. Now, like I said, don't change the width. And now here, we're gonna add that to button here. Yeah, we're gonna add this to button by searching the, sorry, by searching the horizontal one. Wait, horizontal arrangement. So what's the difference between this one? Well, this one is horizontal arrangement and this one is a horizontal scroll arrangement. So if you have more button and basically it don't fit on your on your screen. Well, you can use the scroll one, so you need to scroll the button. So scroll the button to get the button. So because we only have two button here, which is not big and not small, so we're gonna use this one, the horizontal arrangement. And yeah, we have the horizontal arrangement now, and we're gonna make it as center, everything center. Okay, for the height, oh, I prefer to be fill parent, and the height I'm gonna keep it like automatic here, but make sure the width is fill parent because it's gonna use that. Now we're gonna add the button one. Now button, yes, and now you need to drag the button here, add some two button here. Oh, something wrong. I think I already do. Oh, I forgot to put in the center. Okay, it should be like this. And now give a button a different name. Like I said before, we have two button here, and that is for speak and record. And now we're gonna give the button one as, and change the text here, record. And text one, I'm gonna give the name for speak. Okay, the button is too close and it probably can do some mispress. So we're gonna add some space here. Just add in the middle of the screen. Oh, I missed it. Now, yeah, like this. You should add in the middle of these two button, and we're gonna give the name of the button. So rename it. It will be record. So give a button, delete the one, and give underscore record. Like so, click rename. And for the button two is for speak. So we're gonna do the number two and give a speak underscore speak. And if you already done that, you can click rename. And now we already done with the uh, for the user interface, but something is really bad about it. I mean, missing about here. That is for the function is decoration, text to speech, and speech recognition. It's not the part of the user interface, but it's the part of the component. So search speech dispute and drag it to the screen, but it will not make any effect on the screen because it's not the part of the user interface and it's only the part of the component. So the one is decoration. Then we see here these three. It's not making any change in the screen because it's only component, but it will affect you on the coding later. So we already do this, but I'm gonna change a little bit about the color, background color, and go to the screen, and we're gonna change the background color. Click the background color. Oh yeah, here. Go here. Now I'm gonna choose green one and click set. And for me, it looks better here because it's not like blank page here. But if you want adding some logo here, you can give a logo just by searching image and drag it to here. But I'm not right now. I'm gonna show you about what is the component, because if I want to adding some logo or picture, it'll be taking long time to uh, searching for the image, and I'm not really ready about that. So how about we go to the blocks? We are gonna coding right now, and it's a big huge. block. I mean, you can put anything in here. And we have blocks here. Can I explain about what is the function of all of this one? All right, we have some of the blocks here, like boolean, control logic, math, text, list, dictionary, scholar, variable, producer, and also we have the UI that we have already explained, and we have backpack here, which is you can save any coding to the backpack. So it's basically saving you a coding, which is uh, for me it's good. Right. Uh, my suggestion, don't zoom the screen because it will make you a lot of effect with this. All right. So we have trash and we have some warning here. So if you have wrong coding, you will be have this one. This one will turn 1 or 2. And if you have some warning, you will be have some warning here. But if it's warning, it's not problem. The coding will still run though. But maybe what is the bad thing about the coding is the coding will be not function like the other one. All right, so we're gonna add the screen initialize. So scroll down and found the screen one here. Oh, that's too small. I should make it bigger. Now it's already bigger. Now, oh yeah, scroll, don't scroll because the screen one is here, and drag it to here, drag to the here. And now what we're gonna add is for the decoration. So in here, scroll down until you find the decoration here. Now we already added, if you already add decoration, you will have this option and give a set padding here, this one, and go to the decoration again and give it to the set shape and drag it under here. Now we have two block here inside of the one screen one initialize. Now what we're gonna do right now, so let's back to the, let's click text box word here and scroll down until you found this option. So if you have this option, this one, and drag it to the text box and drag it to the component here. All right, if you already done, we should have a values here. So scroll up and go to the map and find a number. Here one, this one, and drag it to the values. And we are gonna give a values about 10. And now it's done about the set padding, and now it's time for the set shape. And now we are gonna add some the component one, text box word again for the component. So go, you can duplicate here rather than find this one instead. Just click right, click left and duplicate. And we will have two text box word here and drag it to the inside of the component. For the background color and border color, just like random, I will put white on here, white and white. Yes, and it's wrong. We're gonna give it like, is it wrong? Go to the logic and give it a true one. And now we already done for the one of coding. We have like maybe three left. So here we go to the button speak and now add the when button speak under here. And if you've already done that, let's go to the speech recognizer here. Speech recognizer one, get text. I put it inside of here. And it's done. how it's that fast. Yes, because we are only also let me explain how it's work. So when the button speak is clicked, uh, he will call the synchronizer function to get the text. So when you say something, the speech recognizer will getting you and translate you into a text, which is easy to do for this machine. I mean for this function. So now we are gonna to the third one that is for the button. Oh, I think I made a mistake here. Let's change the button speak to the record. Yeah. Uh, when you press the record, it will be called the speech recognizer to get the text. And now we're gonna give the button speak here and give the one button speak click. This is one for the speak one. So when you click this button, I'm gonna show you what is gonna done. So go to the text to speech, and we're gonna drag the purple one that is called text to speech one, and drag it inside of this button speak. When you already done that, there's only one option to here. For the message, I'm gonna give a text box. Go to the text box and drag down, and if you found this one, the light green here, the text box text, and drag it to the message. Now I'm gonna explain about the button speak click here. So when you click the button speak, this function or text to speech function will gonna speak with robot voice and basically translate for the message in the text box that we already made. So if you are texting, if you text any text on the text box that we made, it'll be showing the text box word. I mean the text that you already write, and it will be speak with the robot language. I mean robot sounds. So it's the part of the AI if you ever know. So now we are gonna do for the last coding, that is when screen when speech recognizer after getting text. So go here, and now we are gonna do text box word and put this one, the dark green one, and drag it to inside of here. Oh, why it want? Why it doesn't want? It actually want. And now, what we really need to do is getting the get result. So, like this one, I'm gonna show you. If you found, if you ever try to find this coding in the blocks, you can't find it because it's not in the blocks, but it's on the result. It's only in result, and get the result and drag it here. And that's for the last coding that we made here. Um, Now we can try this application in your application connect companion. Now I'm gonna show you what is companion. It's an application. You can actually install it for everyone, for every age. Now you can install it on your Android device, but unfortunately, it's not available for iOS because iOS is not the part of the Android, because we now we are now making the Android application, and so you can run it on the iOS because it has a different programming language that they use in here. So you only have a Google Play, and I'm sorry if you are the iPhone user, so you can try this application. But instead, I'm gonna give you and the other way to run your application if you only have a Mac user. If you're an Apple user, don't worry, you can still run this application on your computer. How is it possible? There are a couple of emulator, if you know. It's an Android emulator. Unfortunately, Apple not making any emulator, or maybe hard. It's hard to making. It's hard to make emulator in iOS. So just looking for Android emulator. So here there are a lot of here. For example, one of them are BlueStack. Well, BlueStack is an Android emulator that you could use in any device, especially for the computer like Windows and Mac. But it's only focused for the Windows one. So if you have a Mac, yeah, you probably cannot install the latest version one because this BlueStack is not focusing on the Mac anymore because Mac it's cannot making install any BlueStack no more. But if you try to install the oldest version one, you still can probably do it. And also we have the uh, external for the BlueStacks. There is Nox player. It's same. It's the Android emulator. So we can install it in Mac and on Windows too. And you have the latest Android 2, that is Android 9. You have a really great performance to play game in here, and I bet you to use this one because this emulator is better than any emulator. And if you don't have a computer, I'm sorry, maybe you can run we really cannot run the application here. Now here the how emulator is looks in Nox player. It basically doesn't have any UI here, but you can use it to try your application and install Companion because it is literally available for uh, in this can install any application on Play Store, not only in Epic. So you can install it on Play Store for the Companion. I'm gonna give you a look how Companion is looks in this application. So it'll be like this. So you basically scan QR code. Now if you're looking for the Kodular project again, give it a test and connect to companion, you will have given a code and also a QR code. Now you have two options too. You can scan the QR code or you can put the code. So if you want to put the code, you can put the code here by copy the code and paste it to the Kodular companion, and then click this send button and it will show your project in the phone. And that's easy, right? But it's not as easy like Android Studio where you can run your application in that software. And for me it's really easy to do. And also uh, I see that this application can running on the Chromebook, and so you can install it on Chromebook too, and you should give it a try because I don't have a Chromebook. Now this is the example. If you use Android emulator, you can like in Android Studio you have an emulator like this, so you can install the Kodular too. So if you have the Android Studio and install the emulator, you can install the companion too. So if you have it, just install on it. Okay. Maybe only that the explanation of me. Now you can go back to Vito.
And that's the explanation from Mawaldy Adha Majid. Uh, Friends, hopefully it will be useful in the future and will further develop the application that has been made. That's all. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.